tied down to the ground with a strap across my legs and my hands and legs shackled. I sensed that there's a person to my left. And then he said these words, these magical words. هل صليت صلاة المغرب يا أخي? And I thought to myself, how could you think of this right now? He says, have you prayed your Maghrib prayer? He comes along and he reminds me of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's words. Prayers were prescribed at fixed times. He doesn't say, Akhi, where are they taking us? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to kill us? My response is, brother, you're on the left. So you're the Imam, you lead the prayer. Now at this precise moment, an American soldier takes out a knife and he puts it to my throat. And he says, if you speak again, I will slit your throat. And at that very point, the brother says, Allahu Akbar, slit my throat, see if you can, see if it makes any difference to me, because to me, that would be the best death.
It's powerful.
I'm shook.
It's powerful. That's what we should all be striving for, is that level of Iman, where it's like, you know what, no matter what's going on, you're gonna accept death.
But how many people can say that, but truly put their money where their mouth is when time comes?
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's the level that we all will, want to strive to achieve. It's like what Muhammad Ijab was saying, where it's like, how can you defeat an enemy who, when he looks at the bottom of a barrel, he sees paradise, or he sees a knife and he sees paradise, because his dunya is temporary. But it's like, it's one thing, like you said, to say it, and it's another thing to actually be about it 100%.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. SubhanAllah.
May Allah preserve him, bro, because just the sheer like trauma and PTSD that a lot of people have when they come out of Guantanamo, or they finally come out, and to be able to speak and come in a podcast and even be well put together and collected. Like, a lot of people let that thought not even come into their minds, because they're just like, oh, look around you, everyone's speaking, everyone's normal, everyone's able to just hold conversation. But to do that when you've gone through something like that and still come out to tell your tale and then live the rest of your life to change people's lives, alhamdulillah, man. May Allah bless him.
Give us a little breakdown. My bad, Rami, I know you were about to go in, but give us a little breakdown, because it's like people watching this video, they're not really going to know who the brother is.
So the brother in the shows that you guys saw, his name is Moazzam Begg, and he's a brother who was a second generation Brit. So he was raised in England. His parents, migrated to England. So he's kind of like us in a way. And I think he went to Pakistan for a bit. And what happened was, around a couple of years ago, when the whole war on terror started, somehow he ended up in Guantanamo Bay, completely false and all that, and he made it out. People like Hamza Zortzis and a lot of other scholars and sheikhs and even just students of knowledge, they've been protesting and really trying to free Moazzam, and he finally made it out. And it's a really wonderful deal, mashallah. He's been on a lot of famous podcasts thus far. You might have seen him on Good Morning Britain or Russell Brand or New York Times, and he's told his story, and he still lives to tell the tale, mashallah. And man, just going through that, bro, it's a legendary story, man. MashaAllah.
SubhanAllah, man. That I've seen that video before, but like even now, bro, like it hits me, man. That's SubhanAllah. That's like it's very powerful. I feel like it would hit anyone that way. So I'm just gonna let that part of the video be, and I want to talk about people don't know the evil that they've done. Like, this is, I don't want to say it's nothing compared to what they've done, but they have decimated like entire nations. They've put entire nations into like economic turmoil and literal, real physical turmoil. And this is just like scratching the surface of what they've done. To be completely honest, there are probably, imagine how many of those, that brother didn't make it out. Imagine how many of those, that brother was in the place that America decimated and attacked and destroyed. So this is something that people need to wake up to. It's not the good guys. The West is not the good guys. They're actually very evil, and they've just been teaching one part of history, as his brother Adnan Rashid was telling us. They're just teaching one part, and it's up to us to learn the rest and to fill in the holes and to educate people about it.
A lot of people don't know the real story, bro. They don't know the real narrative. They know the Western narrative that they see in the media. So inshallah, brother Dilly Hussein, when we get him on the podcast in a few days, the episode, I kind of want it to be on like the truth and what really happened. But what I wanted to add to your point is not just people don't know how easy we have it. We're here just scrolling on our phone, waiting till like 5 minutes before Maghrib's done to go pray Maghrib. And these mans here just, you can't even imagine, bro. Brother Moazzam didn't even do wudu for like a year, bro, at one point in time. And we don't know how easy we have it, wallah. I know, bro, go.
Yeah, wallahi. I was gonna say, I feel like most people who are American and they are, you know, in the Army, Marines, Air Forces, Special Ops, all this stuff, bro, they kind of realize how evil America really is. At least if they have if they think for themselves and they start to like actually see what's going on, because you enlist into the forces, right? And then the moment you enlist, you're signing your life away. Now, this wouldn't be a problem. Now, yeah, I get it, you're signing your life away, but if you're signing it, like your rights and everything, away to something that's actually beneficial, like, you know, you have an army who they're fighting for, you know, the sake of Allah, that would be different. That would be different. But if you have this army who, okay, you're giving your rights away, and then as soon as you go in, they start making you do all these things where it's like deep down, you're like, yo, I don't want to do this. Like, there's something off here. And like, think about all the people, like all the vets, or just the people that maybe are discharged or something like that, and they have PTSD. Like, yes, I know war is a terrible thing. I know it can be very harsh on our psyche, but think about it, bro. Like, if you're doing things that are going against your nature, like your fitra, like that's gonna have very, very nasty implications.
But here's the thing, bro. They glorify with Veterans Day, you know? So much honor and pride, and these poor soldiers, they come back not knowing what they were signed up for, used as pawns, might lose limbs, whatever, they might end up homeless, no one cares. Like, they're not even fighting the righteous cause, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think I saw this video on YouTube with this guy. He was a gunship operator. So he was like, you know, in Call of Duty, like when you're in the helicopter and like you're using yeah, okay. So he was that. There's a specific word for it, but he was that. And he said like what he went through, it just like caused so much PTSD. And I'm like, damn, bro, like it goes to show that once you do become that pawn in the system, once you enlist and you have no rights anymore, and you basically have to do as you're told, and if you don't do it, well, then you get a dishonorable discharge, and then it's like, bro, that's almost like having a felony. That's almost like not being accepted anywhere. So look at that, bro. It's like, oh, you now signed your life away, so you have to do everything without saying anything, without thinking anything, without even feeling anything. And if you do, all right, then halas, we'll let you go back into the system, but now you can't do anything. Now you're gonna be seen as an outcast in the society. Astaghfirullah, bro.
Rami, bro, do you have anything to say? Because I think once you're done, I'll give him the surprise. So, alhamdulillah, bro. We managed to secure Brother Moazzam, the man you saw in the shorts that we reacted to, for an episode. So inshallah. And I just want to make it known that anything I said right now about the man and his journey and his struggle, anything that's incorrect is on me for my limited research, because when he comes, he'll be the one to tell his tale and his story and everything he's been through and his trials and tribulations and his struggle in the name of Allah. So look forward to that. If you guys made it this far, comment down below, #podcast, if you're looking forward to that.
And with that being said, اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.